Let me ask you a question. Did I get fooled? Did I get suckered by Marjorie Taylor Greene into believing that she had changed? That she has undergone a fundamental transformation? Did I? No. No, I did not. Now, the reason that I would ask and answer such an obviously ridiculous question is because apparently quite a few people, after having watched my last video, were led to believe that I had been fooled. So I wanted to address that here. No, I have not been fooled by Marjorie Taylor Greene. But I guess the reason that some people came away thinking that after watching that video is because I talked about her transformation. And maybe I shouldn't have used that word, because I guess people got fixated on that word, and because of that word, I guess, read into my comments things that I did not say and certainly didn't mean. What I was talking about, and see, the video I put that video up this morning. I'm recording this on Saturday afternoon. I put that video up this morning. Marjorie Taylor Greene put out a video announcing her resignation, which will be effective in January. She put that up Friday evening, I believe. I saw it Friday evening. I thought about doing a video last night, but I wanted to give it some more thought and to put it into what I think is a broader, more important context of what's going on with MAGA. And so the video that I put up this morning, I had two focuses in that video. The one that got all the comments and the accusations that I was fooled, I fell for it, had to do with Marjorie Taylor Greene's transformation. And the only transformation to which I was referring, and really, I guess I should have used another word, but I was talking about what I believe is her realization that Donald Trump is a fraud. That's it. That's the only transformation that I was talking about. The transformation from a cult member into whatever the hell she is now. But I think that is what has happened to her. She obviously doesn't look at Donald Trump the same anymore. She obviously realizes that he's full of shit and that he's a fraud. That's the only transformation I'm talking about. And I guess people read into that, me talking about her transformation, and I didn't talk about any other aspect of a transformation, just that she has woken up about Trump. I guess people assumed that I meant other things. Of course, I didn't say anything about any other kind of transformation. I certainly never suggested that now she's a good person or trustworthy or anything. I think she's a horrible person. I don't forget the horrible things that she has said and that she has done, even in her video. She said a bunch of horrible things that I don't agree with. And so this is a woman who pushed the big lie, who pushed the bullshit that the 2020 election was stolen. She was full on in support of Donald Trump overthrowing the republic. Yeah, I have no respect for Marjorie Taylor Greene. That was not the point of my video. It was about, because if you've been watching my channel, you know that a major focus of mine is this MAGA civil war, which has already begun and which is going to get a lot worse, and which is a good thing because MAGA is going to destroy itself, which is vitally important that happens. And I want to do everything I can to encourage that implosion of the MAGA cult. And I hope that that implosion is thorough and complete and leaves MAGA absolutely destroyed. I don't know how thorough the destruction will be. I think we're going to have a problem with them going forward, regardless of how and under what circumstances Trump leaves the scene. But I had several points that I want to make about Marjorie Taylor Greene's announcement in the context of what's going on with MAGA. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't think she's changed her positions on anything. I don't think she's changed any of the horrible things that she believes. I think she is adopting a different tone, but we'll see how long she even does that. I don't necessarily believe that that's sincere. I don't know how you go from being this shrieking, nasty woman that she has always been to now she's got this conciliatory tone, and I don't believe that transformation. I think that's going to be short-lived, but we'll see. And I certainly don't think she believes anything differently. My point about her is simply that it seems that she has realized that Donald Trump is a fraud, and that his support is largely a cult. And things she said in her resignation announcement video make that clear, and things that she said before that in recent statements she's made. She made a statement at the Capitol before the vote on the Epstein release bill. She said things that make it very clear that she thinks a lot of the support of Donald Trump is cultish. You're not allowed to disagree with him. She said this. You know, she got attacked just for disagreeing with him about a couple of things. And it looked to me like she has woken up, only in terms that she was in a cult. Not that she's woken up in any other kind of way or had any kind of epiphany that the things she used to believe were wrong and now she has a completely new set of beliefs and she's a changed woman. No, none of that. Simply that she has realized that this whole thing is a fucking cult. And she doesn't see Donald Trump the same way anymore. That's all I was talking about. And that, I think, is really important, because if these MAGAs are going to abandon him in any kind of way, they need to realize that they're a fucking cult. And what's important about what's happened with Marjorie Taylor Greene is that you cannot talk people out of being in a cult. You just can't. Members of cults who have left the cult will tell you this. And I've listened to many of them. I've read a lot of what they've written. They will tell you no one could have talked them out of it. Not family, not friends. You can't rationalize, with them. You just can't reach them. The only way these people wake up and leave the cult is they have to get there on their own. And for each of them, it's different, but something leads them to question the cult leader or question the cult and make them realize, hey, wait a minute. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. What's going on here? And it's only once they start asking those questions that they realize, okay, I've been fucking conned. But they have to be in a place where they're willing to ask those questions and take a real hard look and be honest with themselves. Now, a lot of these MAGAs, I probably will never get there. But some of them are in the process. I see them asking these questions. That's why I've been reporting on what's going on in MAGA world so much lately. Because some of them are starting to wake up. And that's what, to me, was so important about what's happened with Marjorie Taylor Greene and this transformation of hers lately. And that, again, that's the only transformation I'm talking about. The transformation of her awakening to the fact that this is a cult and that she no longer sees Donald Trump the same way anymore. That's it. I didn't take it any further than that. But apparently a lot of people read in all kinds of things into my comments that I didn't say, which, that goes with the territory with political commentary. It's one of the things that, or just being a human being in general. I mean, it's one of the things that really pisses me off. People put words in your mouth. You say one thing and then people accuse you of saying something you never said. That really that's irritating. Am I right? It really pisses me off. And But a lot of people, I think they got hung up on the word transformation, but I don't know. And some people were pretty goddamn nasty about it, honestly. Just very insulting. I can't believe you, Romano. Of all people, you fell for this. You're an idiot. Bye. I'm never watching your videos again. Like, because you misunderstood what I said, I said that I'm the idiot? Whatever. It reminds me of a Billy Joel song, Say Goodbye to Hollywood. There's a line in that song where he says, say a word out of line, you find out the friends you had are gone forever. And that's certainly true in the world of political commentary. You get no benefit of the doubt, right? I have literally hundreds of videos up on this channel. I post multiple times a day. I make, what I believe is plain as day to everyone. And for someone, to think that I would be suckered by Marjorie Taylor Greene, that's just absurd. But instead of people, some of these people saying, well, that's weird coming from Romano. Has he been suckered? No, that can't be. Maybe I should listen again to what he said. Am I misunderstanding what he's saying here? Because that doesn't sound like him. No, I didn't get that. I didn't get that from those people. I didn't get the benefit of the doubt or them questioning whether or not they understood my point correctly. Nope, it was no, fuck you, Romano. I can't believe you're that stupid. You fell for it. No, didn't fall for anything. But this is a good point about political commentary in general. YouTube channels and podcast hosts and things like that. They all understand this, right? They all understand that not everyone in their audience, but a lot of people in their audiences, you say one word they disagree with. You say anything they disagree with. They can listen to you for hours and hours and hours and hours. They can follow you for months and months and months and agree with everything you say, but you say one thing they disagree with, and that's it, I'm never listening to you again. It's a real thing. It's real. And there's a lot more people who are like that than you would think. And that's why so many people in the world of political commentary are very careful. They don't tell their audiences anything they don't want to believe. It's true on the left, it's certainly true on the right. Fox News had to pay out, hundreds of millions of dollars because of it, following the 2020 election when they reported the fact that Donald Trump lost. And that's not what their audience wanted to hear, so they left in droves, and Fox News made a business decision. Okay, we need to start lying to these fucking people about the stolen election, because apparently that's what they want to hear, and they're going to stop watching and go to Newsmax or something unless we start telling them that. So they did. The discovery in that Dominion lawsuit makes it clear they made a conscious business decision inside Fox News to start lying to their audience, to tell I'm kind of fucking cold out here and I'm starting to stutter, to tell their audience only what they want to hear and want to believe, and nothing that they don't. And it caused them to defame Dominion and push the lies that Trump was pushing, that Dominion helped steal the election. Anyway, the rest. The rest is history. They had to pay out a lot of money for those lies. But so Fox News learned that lesson. They've all learned the lesson. And it happens on the left too. I guarantee you. A lot of YouTube channels that you watch and podcasts that you listen to or whatever. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of them, I'm telling you, they're afraid to tell their audience anything. They won't even discuss certain subjects out of fear that it might piss off their audience, because far too many people, so many people are just not serious. And in my video yesterday, this morning when I talked about this Marjorie Taylor Greene thing, I was trying to make some really, what I thought are some important points. I had given this a lot of thought. I also made other points about the way I think we should frame political discussions going forward to try to get out of the left-right paradigm so narrowly. So everyone is just in that space, And I think if we can break out of that a little bit, you can reach some people that you might not otherwise be able to reach. Because I'm so sick of the left-right thing. I mean, there's obviously something to that. There's a difference between the left and the right. But I'm tired of everything breaking down along those lines when so much of the problem in this country is not just left-right, which is a real problem, but is top-down. I mean, there's people at the top, the fucking oligarch class, buying politicians, getting special favors from the government, being able to buy these special... They bought a fucking president. I mean, that's what we're living through right now. Anyway, so I had comments about that. I had comments about how what's going on with Marjorie Taylor Greene, how this is dividing MAGA, and hopefully that other people will wake up and realize what I believe Marjorie Taylor Greene has come to realize, and that Donald Trump is a fucking fraud. And because Marjorie Taylor Greene, as horrible as a lot of the things that she believes in are, and as much as I disagree with much of what she believes those things. And she thought that Trump believed those things too. She bought into the whole MAGA thing, you know, make America great again and America first. She believed that Trump believed all that. So she still believes in all that stuff. And I find a lot of that shit she believes awful. I don't think she's changed her stripes on any of that. But she believed that Trump believed everything that he said. And she's coming to realize, or I think she's realized, that Trump is full of shit. That he's only in it for himself. And she made that comment at the Capitol the other day when she was standing with the Epstein victims. And she responded to Trump calling her a traitor. She said, let me tell you what a traitor is. A traitor is an American who's only looking out for himself, or something along those lines. It was very clearly a shot at Trump, who's only in it for himself. She knows now, I think she's realized, and this is the transformation I'm talking about, that MAGA for Trump, that all of this shit for Trump, it was all bullshit. It was all a grift. Make America great again. She believed in that, whatever that means to her. She believes in that. For Trump, he doesn't believe in anything. For Trump, MAGA, Make America Great Again, is a marketing slogan. It's a marketing slogan for a cult of personality that he was cultivating around himself, and it was a marketing slogan for a grifting operation. That's what it is. That's what it's always been. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think she's realized at least that it was all grift for Donald Trump. He's been full of shit the whole time. That's it. That's the only transformation I'm talking about, that she's realized that Donald Trump is a fraud. Not that she is now suddenly a good person, that even her change in demeanor and her change of tone is real. I don't think that that's real. I don't think that that's going to last. But I certainly don't believe, and she's made clear, she still believes the same things. So I don't think there's been any transformation in who she is as a person, or what she believes, or what she wants to do to this country. I don't believe in any of that. The transformation is simply that she's come to realize that Trump is a fraud, and that this is a personality cult, because she has just been kicked aside by the cult leader, and now the cult is all ganging up on her. So that's what I'm talking about. And I'm hoping that this happens with other of these MAGAs, that they come to the same realization, that they've all been fucking conned, that this was all a grift, and that Trump is full of shit. Anyway, so I wanted to address that. I have not been fooled. I know I am not a Marjorie Taylor Greene supporter. And so that's it. I'm going to go get inside, put some gloves on. I'm fucking freezing. Anyway, I hope you all are enjoying your weekend. Talk to you again soon.